Assumptions have been termed to be termites that eat up relationships. So many marriages have been broken today because of assumptions. So many friendships have been strained today because of assumptions. So many things have happened that shouldn't have happened just because of assumptions. Hello, my great people. Welcome back to yet another exciting episode on Real Life Lessons. In case you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Lizzie Peruwe. Thank you for joining and thank you for all your support so far. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell icons when I upload subsequent videos. You'll get the prompt. When you click on the bell, you have three options. Please click on the one that says all, and that means you get all prompts to my videos. Thank you all once again. Well, on today's video, we are going to be talking about assumptions and how they affect relationships. Relationships between friends, between brothers and sisters, between dating couples, between husbands and wives, between siblings, between colleagues, relationships in general. We discover that in today's world, people assume on a lot of things when they do not have already made answers to situations, to circumstances, to a person's behavior towards them. They just assume on the negative light. They just assume on the worst case scenario. Person puts up a post on FB, on Instagram, on any social media platform, and somebody does not react to their post or something. They get angry. Oh my goodness. Or a friend calls a friend and they do not pick up, and the friend starts thinking that the friend is avoiding them or is angry with them or any other thing like that. Husbands and wife, the wife is silent in the house or quiet in the house. The husband feels that she is up to something. The husband maybe comes home late and the wife assumes that he's been somewhere or someplace. Sometimes some of these things are true, sometimes they are not. But the thing is, assumptions have been termed to be cankerworms to relationships. Assumptions have been termed to be termites that eat up relationships. So many marriages have been broken today because of assumptions. So many friendships have been strained today because of assumptions. So many things have happened that shouldn't have happened just because of assumptions. You don't have a true story, if you don't have the fact about a circumstance, it is healthier, it is better to just assume on the positive light instead of assume on the worst case scenario. There are some situations though that assuming on the negative light could help. I really cannot place my hands on such circumstances, but on a general note, it is better to assume positively. It is healthy. I remember there was a time my husband traveled and I was calling him and he wasn't picking up. Oh my goodness, my imaginations were running like how many miles per hour. I was just worried. Is he fine? Is he good? Hope he's not in some kind of trouble. The idea of accidents, God forbid, came to my mind and all whatnot. And at the end of the day, it turned out that his phone was on silent because he was in a meeting. You can imagine the kind of hypertension I was giving to myself just by worrying and assuming negative things. Assumptions are not always the best. If you must assume at all, assume on a positive light. Say for instance, you see a friend coming towards you in the same direction, and before you could walk up close to them, they had crossed to the other side of the road. Instead of assuming that they did that because they don't want to see you, it's best to assume that they didn't see you at all. I think that's a better way to assume. I'll take it again. Say you see a friend from a distance coming towards your direction, and before you could come in close contact, the friend crosses to the other side of the road. Instead of you assuming that they did that because they don't want to see you, try and assume that they didn't see you. I think that's better. We have so much things going on. People having negative assumptions on us is the last thing we need. If you call a person and they don't pick up, instead of getting angry that they didn't pick up your call, to me it's best you're worried that hope they are fine, hope they are good, hope they are okay, hope they are safe, hope they are well. Drop a text and possibly call back in a short time from the time you called. Assumptions are just mere guesses. They are not facts. Until you have confirmed it, that is when it becomes a fact. If you have not confirmed the story, it is better to just assume positively. The place of communication in every aspect of life is key. Communication in businesses, communication among friends, communication among siblings, communication between husbands and wives. It's always very important. It's like the bedrock of every relationship. Communication. Try and discuss things over. If you feel that the person has wronged you, a friend has wronged you, a brother, a sister has wronged you, your husband has wronged you, your wife has wronged you, your kids have wronged you, it's always best to have a heart-to-heart talk rather than just assume the worst. So try and be patient with people and understand with them. You call a person and the person does not pick up and you just assume that they are angry with you. As a matter of fact, the person may be struggling, the person may be down in health, the person may be facing a difficult situation at that time that is deterring them from picking your calls. So if you can call back, please do. If you can drop a text, please do. When they see the text, they will respond. Some persons too will see your missed calls and they are like, okay, I'll call back tomorrow, I'll call back when I'm less busy, and they eventually forget. Please do well to call back when you can. The place of communication is always very, very important in all aspects of our lives. Where you have a miscommunication, where you have a misunderstanding, the relationship will always have that hitches, will always have that obstacle, will always have that hindrance. You see people stop talking to each other because this A assumed B, C, and D about E. You have somebody who just cooks up an idea in their head just to fill up the vacuum, just to fill up the space because they don't have the truth about a particular story. They just heard, sometimes they hear rumors about a person and then the next thing they have concluded, they have made conclusions about you. Let's try to talk things over with our spouses, our friends, our brothers and sisters before reaching a conclusion. You don't know what the next person is going through. You don't know what the next person has been through. You don't know what the next person is thinking in their heads and then assume something negative about them. That is just the last thing they need. Patience, maturity in relationships is important. So let's kill the termites of relationships, which are assumptions, and negative ones are that. Thank you for watching this video. You can drop your encounters where you assumed negatively about a person and it turned out that it was actually not true, or where a person assumed negatively about you and it turned out that it wasn't true. So just tell us your experience so far. Drop it in the comment section. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon. When you hit the bell, you have 3 options. You scroll and hit the one that says all. That means whatever video I put up, you will get the notification to it, so you can support me and help me on this journey. Thank you very much. Until I come your way again sometime pretty soon, stay safe, stay blessed, and be good.